Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to continue with basic algorithm scripting in JavaScript from the freeCodeCamp curriculum. Okay, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. Okay, let's go. So in the first lesson, we're going to write a function to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so we have the conversion right here. We just need to write code. So Fahrenheit will be 9 times 5, 9/5 of Celsius plus 32. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, great. This one was pretty easy. How to reverse a string. Okay, so let's see. We just need to reverse the string, but it says here's a hint. We may need to turn the string into an array. Okay, so I don't remember all the methods in JavaScript for strings and arrays, but let's try something. So string dot wait just a second. Okay, so let's split this string into an array first. So string dot split. Maybe JavaScript has a reverse just for arrays, but I'm not sure. So let's see what this does. Console.log array, and then of course it isn't declared let. Okay, so it just split. This one should work. Okay, so now we have the array of the characters. We can use string reverse. So array dot reverse, and we get the okay, but we can apply this to let's try function chaining in JavaScript. I'm just learning this stuff myself, so it's good practice. Okay, so now we have array with a reverse. We just need to concatenate, so not concatenate, to turn this array into a string. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. Okay, so now we just need to join this array. So maybe try this array dot join. Let's see. Let new str join, and I'm just going to return new str. This array dot join doesn't seem to be working. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not seeing here the returned string. This one is making me confused. So let's see if this works. Okay, that works. Great. Okay. Why isn't this? Let's see. Okay, let's get on with this. We need to return the factorial of an integer. So this is the factorial. Okay, we can do a for loop here. Let's try this. For equal to z. Let's start I at 1. and then smaller or equal to num and I++. Okay, so I'm going to fact. Let's declare this fact to 1, and now factorial equal to I. Okay, and in the end to return factorial. So we are iterating through all the numbers from 1 to num, and we are multiplying them, and we are returning the product. Okay, perfect. So now let's find the longest word in a string. Okay, so we should return the length of the longest word in the provided sentence. Okay, in this case we can try to so we can use a regular expression. I think that would be the easiest way to do this. Okay. Okay, now that I think about it, we don't need regular expressions here. I think that would complicate it too much. We just need to split this string by the white spaces so that we get an array with just the words. Okay, so let's try this array to be str.split, and I'm going to give the empty spaces. And let's try. So console.log array. Oh wait, I'm used to Python. And okay, console.log. Okay, so this is what we want. All the words, we just now iterate through them and we find the length of the longest word. Okay, great. So let's see. Let's declare this that max word to be an empty string, and let max length to be 0. Okay. Now let's iterate through the array for let to 0 I, then array.length, and then I++. Now we want to check if so we can get the first word by getting the index I of the array, the element at index I, and we can check if its length is bigger than max length, and then if it is, then we replace max length and max word with that one. Okay, but just a second. I think we don't need to save the word at all because we just need the length at the end, so we don't need that. Now if so, we check the length of the so we are at this word, this dot length is bigger than or equal, okay, then max length, then we just do this, we just say that max length now it's going to be this array I dot length. Okay, so we keep replacing it until we find, so at the end we will be left off with the largest length at the end. So we just need to return this max length. So this one should return 6. Let's try console.log. Okay, so this one seems to be working. That's perfect. Return the largest numbers in arrays. Okay, so we need to return an array consisting of the largest number from each provided sub-array. So each array will contain 4 sub-arrays. So we can iterate through an array with a simple for loop. Okay. So we just need the largest number from each provided sub-array. Now, we should have in this case 4 nested loops. We should have a nested for loop. Okay, so in the end we should return an array. Okay, now let's declare an array with the largest array, and this is going to be an empty array. And now we need to iterate through the subarrays first. Let's do this. For at I equal to 0, and I is going to be smaller than array.length, I++ as always. Now inside here we need to declare a variable where we can store the largest array for this sub-array. So largest, let's just call this largest. Okay. I'm just starting this at 0. Oh, actually I shouldn't do that because they are all I don't know if these are all positive. Okay, let's just write this and then see. Now we need to iterate through the elements of the subarray for subarray is going to be array I. Okay, so we don't get confused. Now let j be equal to 0, j is smaller than subarray.length, and then j++. Okay. Now in here we just check if a number is larger than our largest, and if it is we just replace the largest. So in the end of all the iterations we will have the largest for this subarray. Okay, so if subarray j is larger, say, or equal to largest, then largest will be subarray j. Okay, so in the end, after all these iterations, we will have the largest number for this subarray, and then we want to push this largest number to the largest array. Push largest. Okay, and then in the end we just return largest array. Let's try this. Okay, console.log, and this one should return 52739 1001. Okay, so I don't know why this is a different order. Okay, because it's a different error. Okay, yeah. This one should be working fine. Let's run the tests. Okay, because they are not all positive numbers. Okay. So now we want to declare largest as well. We can do so. This is a simple trick. Let's declare largest as the first element in subarray. Okay, and 0. Let's run this. Yeah, that works. So we need to check if a string, okay, ends with a given target string. Okay, we can solve this with ends with methods, okay, but the purpose is so we should we shouldn't use ends with basically. Okay, let's try to do this. So let's see, we need to find if this one ends with, okay, so let's see, we can do something, we can start iterating through the elements starting from the end and then check if all of them match. Okay, so we will do something like this. Let's declare I'm starting to iterate. So we want to iterate through all the elements in target. Okay, so we want to start I. Let's think about this for a second. So we want to start from the last element of str and the last element of target. So we can let's start iterating I from 0, and then we can use yeah, we can start to iterate. Let's say I is going to be less than target dot length, and then I plus plus. Now to get the last element of str, we just do this. So str, let's shorten some things here. So the length of the string is going to be n is going to be the length of the string. Let n be equal to, or m better, str dot length. Okay, and let n be target dot length. So this one is going to be n. And now if I want to access the n minus 1 element of target, or the last element of string, we can do something like this: m minus I minus 1. Let's try to console log this and see. Log. Okay. So, okay. Well, that's the way we can do this. Now, we want to check if this one. So, if this one is actually I think the shortest way to do this would be to check if they are different. At the moment that we find a letter which is different, then we can stop this and return false. That would be the best way to do it. So if this is different from target, and to access the n-1 element, I'm going to do target n-i-1. Let's do this. I'm going to return false right away. Otherwise, so if this loop finishes without finding any different letters, then we can return true. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, let's run the tests. Perfect. Now we need to repeat a string. Oh, okay. Repeat a given string str first argument for a number of times. So we need to return empty string if number is not a positive number. Okay. I don't know if you do something like, I'm not sure if this works in JavaScript, but in Python I think it does. Let's try. If you multiply a string by a number, it doesn't actually work. Okay. Yeah, let's do this with a for loop then. So for I equal to 0, I less than num, and I plus plus. So for in this case we just need to, yes, so let's declare an empty string. Let new str is going to be an empty string, and then we just start adding to the end. I think you can do that in, let's see, str, if you just do plus equals to str, let's see, and return new str. Okay, so this one works. We just now have to check if the input number is not a, it needs to be positive for it to do this. Okay, so, but we can just write an if condition here. If num, okay, so we need to do this for loop only if this is a positive numbers. All other cases, then this is an empty, this already is an empty string. Okay, so if num is bigger than 0, then we just put everything. Okay, let's indent this. So this is what we want in this case. Let's run this. Okay, great. Let's do one more and then continue with the rest in another video. So, how to truncate a string. So to truncate the string, the first argument, if it is longer than the given maximum string length, return the truncated string with a 3 dots ending. Okay, with spread operator. So, for example, this one should return a trisket. No, not spread operator, sorry, it's just 3 dots. So we just want the first 8 characters. Okay. Let's see. So we need to get the first num characters, and then if it has more characters, just add 3 dots. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. So in this case we can use string slicing. I forgot about that. You can do string slicing in JavaScript. So let's try this without the if condition. Let's return the string. Okay, so let's just return the slice, starting from 0 till none. Okay, let's do the console log here. Log. Okay, so this is what we should do, and just add the 3 dots. Let's try this. Okay. So now we want to do this if the string is longer than the given maximum. So if num here is smaller than the length of the string. Let's write this. So if str.length is larger than num, let's put it into brackets. Okay, we need to return this. And else we just return the string. I think that one should work. Let's run the tests. Okay, great. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. In the next one I will continue with basic algorithm scripting, okay? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to support the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.